Alright, so in this video I'm going to do a little something different. I'm going to show you the guy that I have in 1.07 right now who's doing Trav call runs. I haven't actually played him in quite a while, except today I played him for uh, a bit over 3 hours. I did 200 minutes, which was about 100 runs. His runs are pretty slow, mostly because I'm slow. Also, his damage output isn't amazing, because I picked a suboptimal build. I chose to go with maces rather than swords. It's pretty trivial to get a good sword in 1.07. Maces not so much. So on a Hork, he has 2 suicide branches, uh, and that gives him 32% chance right now. He's only level 75. The damage that he has shows, this should be Whirlwind. 87 to 2046. Don't know how accurate that exactly is. I'm just going to show you his gear and then show you some of the drops that he found in his 200 runs today, 100 runs today. And then I might go kill the council once. So he has this Scourge. It's a craft using Ort runes. I don't remember exactly what the jewels are. I'll have to pull it up on Atma and see how much of the damage was original and how much is from the jewels, and if I used any actually good jewels or not. Hopefully not, because it's not really good enough to be worth good jewels. He has Vamp Gaze. This is the 1.07 version of Vamp Gaze, so it has damage reduced 25% and magic damage reduced 15%. And the life and mana steal do not roll, they're just always 8%. Saracen's Chance for the 3% chance to cast level 5 amplify damage on attack. On attacks do proc during Whirlwind in 1.07, so that's why I chose this amulet. The offhand weapon in 1.07 Whirlwind does not count damage, and it does not count the item-based type. It does count the range. So you want a long weapon, and in my case, a long weapon with chance to cast amplified damage on attack. So 5% chance to cast level 1. Long meaning a good range adder. The gloves, these are just some crafted gloves with bugged life leech. He's pretty weak. This wasn't his original target, so I was going max strength with like no vitality. When I switched his goal target to Travancore, then of course he needed life to not die. Um, the original idea was that he would kill Shink the Overseer and then hork all the bodies around him. So he would only kill Shink and then hork everything around. I can't remember why I ended up determining that was a terrible idea, but I ended up determining that that was a terrible idea, and so now he runs the council. He never even got to Shink. So he searched for Mephisto and his Durance. Some of you will be bothered by the fact that he does not have the Isual quest. I am not bothered. So 25% lifesteal on his gloves. Dwarf Star. Probably I'm wearing this for the magic damage reduced by 15. Mavina's Belt, 40% faster run walk, and a perfect roll on the Mana Steal, 14% Mana Steal. The run walk is linear, so you move pretty quick. You could go a lot faster depending on your gear. Like these boots only do 10% faster run walk. I'm likely using them because of the resistances. Yeah, 47 cold, 31 light, and 22 fire. These boots are probably gambled from Classic. Shaft Stop for the damage reduced 30%. and 60 life. So that's 55% damage reduced. It's really important because they almost always will cast amplified damage on me. I have this mana after each kill, 37 mana after each kill. This is a bugged 1.07 ring. The Cobalt ring recipe in the cube for any sapphire, a ring, and a thawing potion. If it rolls triumphant, then all of the cold resist that it should have rolled will instead be mana after each kill. So this one is 37 mana after each kill and 12 magic find. So pretty good, or pretty useful. Not super useful on this guy in particular, but useful in general. Actually, I don't even know why he's wearing this, but probably if I took it off, I would find that the mana steal alone isn't enough, um, and that the mana after each kill is helpful because of the prevalence of mana burn in Trav and Call runs. I haven't looked at my charm set in a long time, so I don't know what these are going to be. Lightning resists 34 and 25 life. The single resists can go up to 36. Lightning resists 30 with 12 faster run walk, I think, or 7. 7 faster run walk. 6 to maximum damage and 12 to attack rating. So, bronze small charm of maiming. So, all 6 of that damage comes from the of maiming, I believe. And bronze gives 12 attack rating. Serpents of Maiming, so 28 to mana and 10 to maximum damage large charm. The damage from the suffix can get up to 12. And there can also be a prefix with 12, and this one could have had a prefix with 6 more, making a possible 12 maximum damage with 0 attack rating. This one, Sharp Large Charm of Maiming, 16 to maximum damage and 35 to attack rating. Pretty good. That'd be like an 816 small charm. No, 818. Yeah, small charm. Where 920 would be a perfect roll fine of maiming. So pretty close. 24 to life, 11 to maximum damage. I don't know quite for sure how high the life can go. I think 35 or 36. 21 to life and 12 to maximum damage. All resists plus 6. That's perfect roll, and then 2 strength. 16 to maximum damage and 35 life. So that's his charms. Decent. Some of them are actually quite good. This one, I'm not a fan of the plus 2 strength. And then these two are kind of like single resistances, while terribly or very useful because my other gear doesn't have resistances and my natural resist is only level 5. I would rather have damage or attack rating in every slot. I leave this much space open. I pick up and identify a lot of junk. I do pelts and primal helms because they can get magic ones can get 3 sockets from Larzuk. I do some armor types because the magic ones can get 4 sockets from Larzuk. So like if they drop mage plate, then I'll check it. If it's like godly of the whale or something, then it could get 4 sockets on it. I check circlets. I check all charms, rings, amulets, jewels. I keep jewels for crafting. What else do I check? I'm sure there's probably something else. Sometimes I'll check javelins, but not always. I check Naga because they can get 4 sockets from Larza, can potentially beat a Honor Naga for low level dueling, um, which I don't do, but it would still be a cool item to have. Um, I think that pretty much sums up what I checked. Runes are very rare. In the 100 runs I did, I found 2 Ort runes. Uh, okay, so now I'll show you what I found, his drops in 100 runs. And this took, what did I say? 200 minutes, so 3 hours and 20 minutes. Small charm with 17 life and fire resist 6%. Um, these ones, they're not good. I only took a screenshot to show that the life steal on the blood gloves sometimes can turn into mana steal instead. So these gloves have 3% mana steal. I threw them on the floor. A traps skiller. This was very early. Crescent moon. The magic damage reduced by 10 is pretty neat. 10% damage taken goes to mana. If I didn't need amplify damage so much to break the physical immunes, then I would probably, this would be a good contender for the damage taken goes to mana, so that when someone hits me with mana burn, I get mana back after my bulb goes empty and I don't have to drink a potion. I kept this Trangul's glove. I probably have like 20 of it. Visceratuant, the the shield has 2 to Necromancer skills, fastest block rate, increased chance of blocking, 80 life. I think that's different than the modern one. Fast hit recover and lightning resist 8. I will never use this, but it was good enough to keep and put in the stash to collect dust forever. Uh, Peasant crown. It's always nice to have more peasant crowns. Wilhelm's pride. Natalia's boot. This is a decent boot because the fastest run walk is 40% faster run walk, and fast run walk is linear in 1.07, so you can run really fast. Also, the low level requirement means you can equip it pretty early. Uh, this one probably should have just thrown back on the ground. Rite of passage. This one I crafted. I kept it. I probably won't use it. I'll have to see the one that I have, what jewels are in it, whether this one is better than that one. Um, it's kind of on the fence. I kept it rather than keep rolling it. The craft recipe lets you use weapons over and over again. You don't have to get a new weapon each time. So I could craft this scourge again. I could also imbue this scourge. You can imbue any crafted item, including rings and amulets in 1.07. Um, but I kept it because of the demon enhanced damage, in addition to the regular enhanced damage, as well as the pretty good roll on attack rating. So I might end up socketing it and putting some jewels in there and using it. The 285% damage to demons and the 150% damage to undead is a display error. It's actually 185%. Well, it's correct the way that it's written, but it should say 185% enhanced damage to demons and 50% enhanced damage to undead. This is Nagelring. It does not roll. The attack rating might roll. I'm unsure. But the magic damage reduction and the magic find are always 2 and 15. So this pretty much does not get used. Po is the highest rune I found. It's now called Io, so Io rune. Uh, I believe the reason they changed the name from Po is because it means like booty in German. Uh, IK boots. These are decent boots for the 40% faster run walk, good attack rating, 44 life. I might eventually be wearing them on this guy when he doesn't need resistances on his boots anymore, because the life and attack rating are nice. Alder's boots are also another good candidate. Natalia's Grimhelm, uh, not really much to say. This one, really, I only kept it because some people like to see all the green items. I didn't pick every green item. Uh, Normally, I would probably just leave this on the floor. And then I believe, yeah, this is the last one. This was nice. The attack rating, of course, could have been better. I might, when I reach level 83, probably equip this on this guy. Um, the attack rating, I think, can get up to like over 140. And the other thing that this charm shows is that the 1.07 High Council is the named council members drop Bale Grand Charms, but they do not drop Bale Small Charms. So this shows that they drop Bale Grand Charms because of the plus 42 life. Uh, so let me go ahead and do one. Wait, this should be Whirlwind, and this should be Battle Orders. Okay, so this is how I have it on Switch. I only use Find Item, and this goes unused. And then my main attack hand, I have Whirlwind and Battle Orders, and I never switch skills. They get switched when I mule onto Atma. So the third party program switches the skills that are active. I check this shrine to see if it's a gem shrine and make a flawless skull into a perfect skull. I hope that they do not spawn with fanaticism or might, and if they spawn with both, I will immediately leave. And that guy who ran off, sometimes I chase him down, sometimes I don't chase him down. Usually I just hope he comes back. I also check razor bows because they can be a good LLD trophy if they get a nice prefix and a nice suffix, and then 4 sockets from Larzuk. I don't want that, I'm just getting rid of clutter. And then that's it. I would save and exit, and that would be the end of the run. I town in Act 3. It's not efficient, but eventually when I have better fast one walk gear on, it won't really matter. If a crafting rune drops, then you have to use it. You don't have to. It's best to use it in that game. So I keep gold on this guy so that he can gamble crafting bases when a rune drops. Uh, the common ones that I do are Tur for crafted gloves and Eld for crafted boots. Sometimes Ort will drop and then I craft a weapon. Uh, Extremely rarely I can get like Ko or Foul or Shay. And I think those are the ones. Yeah. So not everything I do is in Classic. Sometimes I play other versions. And this is the main guy that I'm using on 1.07 when I play 1.07 right now.